5 tips for dealing with a narcissistic boss. Hello lovelies, welcome to Narc Free Formula. My name's Freedom. Thank you for joining me. So today's episode is for anyone who is in the very unlucky position where they are dealing with a narcissistic boss and they are thinking to themselves, should I stay or should I go? How do I handle it? Do I go and talk to the big boss? What do I do? So I have 5 tips for you. The first tip, darlings, is be nice. Once you've realised that you have a narcissistic boss, you have to play to their ego, because if you make yourself their enemy, you'll have painted a target on your back. When I was working in community health, I unfortunately had a narcissistic manager. She wasn't the big boss, but she was above me essentially. And she, back then, there wasn't, the kind of awareness that we have now about narcissism, narcissistic personality disorder. It was just, there was a level of understanding that is nowhere near the level that we have today. So I didn't know that she was a narcissist, essentially. All I knew is that she was someone who was making my life a living hell. I was doing all the right things to try and, sort it out with her, resolve the issues, trying to do mediation, and wondering why she turned up to mediation with like a fake smile on and being so caring and put on such a performance and then go back to doing the same stuff, right? Because obviously, she's a narcissist. She didn't want me, she didn't want the issue to be resolved. She wanted someone to punish and to control in a workplace. So, point number 2, don't try and go around them, right? So don't try and do what I did, which was try to go to my big boss, because if they catch wind of that kind of thing, as I said, you put that target straight on your own back. Don't challenge them one-to-one. Don't try and have a private talk with them one-to-one. Once you realise you're dealing with a narcissist, you have to realise that all the kind of normal rules, like the rule book, the whole thing, out the window. These people are disordered. You don't deal with them the way you would deal with, non-disordered people. There is no resolution. There's no, having mediation and talking things out and resolving things. That's not how it works with these people. They don't want you to win. They don't, it's not a win-win thing for them. It's win-lose, and in their mind, they are going to win and you are going to lose. So that brings me to my third point, my third tip of handling a narcissistic boss. If you're thinking, should I stay or should I go? The answer is yes, you should go. Start looking for other work, but do it quietly. Okay, do not say a word about it. In fact, that's my next tip. Do not, so this is about boundaries, do not mention job hunting to your narcissistic boss. Don't ask for a reference from them. Don't talk about it. If they ever were to catch wind of it, you would absolutely deny it. You don't want them to know that you are looking for another job, because they will find a way to screw up with your plans, essentially. They'll find a way. So my 5th point is, when you do get your new job, and you will, because, you will have this, a written reference. That's my last point. Get a written reference, not a verbal one, an actual written one. Because, narcissists, their moods fluctuate. You can go from being like their favorite employee to, being dog shit on their shoe. I mean, literally, they're not stable people. So you need a written reference that you can take to your new boss, new employer. And as I said, throughout this whole process, you have to keep boundaries strong with the narcissistic boss. Don't ever talk about your private life with them, because they will use that stuff against you, in ways that you can't even begin to imagine. If you are thinking like I did, no, I can stand it, I can handle it, I can put up with it, just know that they will stymie any plans that you have about, getting a promotion or moving through the company. They will destroy your reputation. As I said, if you've been targeted by them, they will deliberately go out of their way to destroy your reputation. So there'll be no promotions, no perks. They will continue to steal credit, take credit and steal your work. They'll do all the things that they ever did, and they will never stop. Doesn't matter what you try and do, they just won't stop. And as I said, you can say to yourself, right, am I going to leave now, or am I going to leave in 5 years when my nerves are shot to hell? When I'm physically exhausted, my reputation's been ruined. I mean, I can't stress this enough. I wasted years in this job thinking that I could make a change. And then when I realized that I couldn't make a change, I was like, no, I'm not going to let this person get to me. Right? And although she, in the end, didn't get to me kind of on a personal level, the fact is she did manage to ruin my reputation with the people that I didn't work with. So the upper management and people in different program sectors. These are the people that I didn't really know at all. I've just seen their faces, they've seen mine. And so, going to a meeting and picking up on hostility, really hostile vibes, because the narcissist has been talking about me to all these people. They have a perceived notion of what I am like because of what the narcissist has said. So this is really, really important. Like I said, yes, quit your job, but do it quietly. And don't do it until you've got a new job. That's the really key thing. Don't put yourself out of pocket, or don't put yourself out in any way. Maintain your job. You come first, you and your family. That's why you have your job. Maintain that facade with them, as hard as it's going to be, and it will be hard. Maintain that false niceness, happiness, whatever. And do what you need to do, essentially. Really do what you need to do. Like I said, play to their ego. Praise them over things. Give them kind of, praise is probably the main thing to be really real. That's the main thing they kind of get off on. And if they have stolen your work, give them credit for it. To make a public display of, I couldn't have done it without them. And they've been so helpful to me in this role, and just talk them up. They'll love that stuff, and it might keep you from not being targeted, at least momentarily, like I said, while you get the hell out of there. All right, lovelies, thanks for listening. Get narc free and stay narc free. Bye.